guys, hello. Happy Saturday. Okay, so as promised, the other day when, sorry, I'm working smart, not hard, I'm just taking my earphones off. So as promised the other day, one of my new teamies this month, Laura Street, she has done something absolutely phenomenal this month. She hit, in 9 days, without even having her kit for the beginning part, she hit £1,300 worth of sales, shooting star and certified in 9 days, and we're in a lockdown, okay? That is pretty special. Obviously, I gave her the recognition the other night, but I've had a lot of people commented on that thread and asked how she did it. And Laura doesn't feel comfortable coming live yet, which is absolutely fine. She's completely new to the business, to the industry. I'm nearly done, I promise. I'll stop doing this in a minute. But I always knew she'd be incredible. I always knew she's been my customer for nearly 3 years, and I always knew she'd be incredible. Never ever put any pressure on her. She'll tell you this herself. Like never any pressure. But obviously, every time she got an order, I used to go, you joining yet? No. Offered her the host join kit. No. And I am a bit of a believer in that. I'm a bit of a believer in I'll put that away now, sorry. I'm a bit of a believer in timing and about things being at the right time and things happening organically, because I'm a massive believer in like things will happen when they're meant to happen. So then, out of the blue, a couple of weeks ago, Laura messaged me. I'd been for a run and I came home and I opened my WhatsApp and it had, no, I opened my Messenger, sorry, not that it matters what format it was on. And it was from Laura and it said, right, I think I'm ready. Please answer me these questions. Bang. So she'd asked me loads of questions, which I answered, obviously. And she joined that day. Now, what she's done is pretty spectacular. And I said to her, can you please, or would you mind sharing what you did to achieve this? And because obviously that is Scentsy spirit, you know, sharing is caring. We all share our ideas and what has worked, because even at the level that I'm at and some of the other leaders at, it doesn't matter whether you've been in Scentsy for, and you'll hear me say this all the time, always, I've got like proper flyway hair, always be learning. Every day is a school day. And if you think you know everything, you're done, because you never know everything. Like, you're always learning, and she's taught me some things here. So it's really important that we share our ideas, share what's worked. And obviously what Laura's achieved is pretty spectacular. So I asked her to share her notes with me. She's actually sent it over to me. I've put it onto a Word document and I'm going to upload it in the group so we can all use it as a point of reference going forward. So firstly, I just need to, again, Laura, just give you a massive whoop, because just amazing. But what she's done, first and foremost, above anything, and this is so relevant to, do you know what? It's not just relevant to one thing in this business. Hi, Lace. It is relevant to everything in life. Every single thing you do in your life, every single situation, every single relationship, and in your Scentsy business, every single thing you do, it all starts with up here. It all starts with your mindset. And we've said that before, and it's why Lisa and I ran the, what do we call it? The Mindset Masterclass. I think that was what the name was. Yeah. But it all comes down to your mindset, all of it. Because if you tell yourself you can't do something, you're not going to do it. So first and foremost, I know 100%. Sorry, let me just close my door here a second. It's a little bit chilly. So I know 100%, first and foremost, above anything, Laura decided that she wanted to make this happen. She said to me, she was like, right, she's self-employed already. She runs a dance school. I can't work at the moment. So she decided, she made a decision that she wanted to make this work. She made a decision that she was at home with 2 small children who were both under 2, I might add. And she made a decision that she was going to make this happen. That might even be the name of her dance school. Make believe. I don't know. Something similar. And she got to work. And it is as simple as that. She made a choice. She read all the information on the workstation. She completely off her own back. I told her where to go to find all this information, and she totally off her own back went and did it. So first of all, I'm going to add in a few of my own top tips before I read out Laura's. Be responsible for your own business. It is nobody else's. It is not your sponsors, your uplines, your director, your star director, or your superstar director, or your team's responsibility for your business. It is your responsibility. It is your responsibility to watch the trainings. It is your responsibility to be accountable for your own business. It is your business. It is your little empire. Like, you literally have your hands on a legacy for your children if you want it to be that. If you want it to be a little hobby, that's absolutely fine. Like I said, always no pressure. But if you want it to be, you have your hands here on a little gold mine, which can be a legacy for your family. Like, just think about that for a minute. So, first of all, you have to take responsibility for your own business. And that's 100% what she did. My husband. Okay? And then she got to work. Okay? So, I'm literally just going to read out the document that Laura's given me. And then, like I said, I'll put it in the file section in the group. So, how my Rockstar Frontline Teamie Laura hit £1,300 worth of sales, shooting star and certified in 9 days in a lockdown. In a lockdown as well. Oh my God. It literally excites me for what we're all going to achieve when we're out of this situation. It's just amazing. Okay, number 1. I prepped info in notes on each main products. So on our phone, okay? Downloaded and personalised photos of them all. So we all have access to the marketing tab on the workstation. Every single one of you that is in here is a Scentsy consultant and has access to the same marketing information as everybody else, okay? So I prepped info in the notes. The info's on your website. For the main products, downloaded them and personalised photos of them all, okay? Word swag, pick monkey, pick collage, or pick monkey if you've got it. Personalise the images, make your business branded to you, okay? I also did a video. Now, Laura has been a customer, so she did have some warmers at home as well. I also did a video showing my warmers, mini warmer and wax bar. This meant when I sent my I've joined Scentsy WhatsApp, if they asked questions, I could reply with info, photos, or even a video. And she's put the video went down really well. So before she even contacted her network, she was prepared. She made her notes in her phone. She had the post ready. So when people ask questions about the main products, she had the information ready to rock and roll. Okay, number 2. 2, I can't count. Oh, I've got my nails stuck on them. Number 2, prepped a message to send via WhatsApp. I slightly personalised it for everyone so they didn't feel like I had just sent a blanket text to my whole phone book. Really, 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 really important. Really important. You need to make your customers feel like, not just make them feel like your VIPs. Your customers are your VIPs. Your customers are literally, you need to treat them like royalty because they are the lifeblood of your business. Because even when you start to grow and your network grows and your business grows and your downline grows, if you don't have a strong, sustainable business, your teamies have nothing to aspire to. So your customers, you need to treat like royalty. And that's what she's done straight away from the word go, okay? Prepped a message to send via WhatsApp. I slightly personalised it for everyone so they didn't feel like I just sent a blanket text. I sent it to 10 people a day so I could make sure I was able to reply and not lose track of who I've spoken to. So again, small chunks. This is what we always say. Break things down. If you think about the massive picture, you're just going to massively overwhelm yourself and blow your mind. Hi, Laura. I'm just talking about you, my love. We're just talking about your top tips, darling. Absolute gold, okay? So send it to 10 people a day. Small, manageable chunks. Don't think I need to send it to 100 people because then you've got 100 people that might come back to you all at once and you'll be like, oh my God. I need to remind you, she's got 2 small children under 2. Okay, so 10 people a day. Create a follow-up system. This is in the training video that I put out last night. Create a follow-up system, whether that's on a digital one on your phone or whether in your notebook, but 10 a day, and then it's manageable chunks for people to follow up with. I did this so I made sure I could reply and not lose track of who I've spoken to. Okay, number 3. Let my neighbours borrow a warmer and a cube of wax for the day. So Laura obviously had a warmer because she's got a lot of warmers actually. You probably didn't even need to buy a kit, Laura. You've got enough Scentsy in your house. But if you are completely new, borrow a warmer from your sponsor. Borrow a warmer from one of your team members, okay? You can absolutely make it work. Or if you haven't got a warmer, get some wax under their noses, okay? But get the smells under. So let my neighbours borrow a warmer and cube of wax for the day. Obviously, we can't go out and physically party at the moment with the situation that we're in, but you can drive and you can leave things on people's doorsteps. That is absolutely, completely fine. So let my neighbours borrow a warmer and a cube of wax for the day. Okay, number 4. Once my testers arrived, they were out, and I can absolutely vouch for this. Laura and I have been voice noting back and forth, back and forth, back and forth since the minute she clicked join. But I love it because the voice notes would be, for example, oh my God, my kit arrived at 5:46 or whatever the time was, Laura, and by 6:37, it's out with my first person. She literally got her stuff in her house, unpacked it all, and got the smells out. So those people that she's contacted saying, right, when my kit's here, would you like to smell them? She didn't wait around and think, oh, I'll drop that off in a couple of days. She took action, and she thought, right, they're in my house. They're no good to me sitting here, are they? Get them out and get them under people's noses. So once my testers arrived, they were out. I would drop on someone's door and oh, this is just gold. I would drop on someone's door and wait in the car while they chose, and then we'll pick them up and would be off for somewhere else. So she rang me the other day. She'd been out for 3 hours, and I think she'd been on like to 6 different people, but all non-contact. Left it on their doorstep, sat in the car, probably did a bit of work, did stuff like, oh, I don't know if you had the kids with you or whatever, but you can always make it work regardless of your situation. So sat in the car, and then I think we FaceTimed is on the next bit. FaceTimed some of them while she was sitting in the car and they were in the house. So you can do it, you don't have to be face to face with them. So she drove around to people's houses, dropped the smells, sat in the car, and then FaceTimed them. So actually had the sniff session just over a screen like this, okay? And then drove off to do the same somewhere else. I also took all my warmers, etc., and did a mini party. Oh my God, this is gold, Laura. And did a mini party on somebody's drive for them and their neighbours. So she went to somebody's street, was on the drive, miles away from everyone, and everybody came out, totally more than 2 meters away, and did a mini party on someone's drive. Absolute gold dust, okay? Number 5, if someone isn't local, I offered a FaceTime and sniff. I would get them to pre-tell me the kind of thing they liked, and I would have a selection. Laura, sorry, I'm saying Laura, but Laura Bynes, I know, how amazing is this? If someone isn't local, I offered a FaceTime and sniff. I would get them to pre-tell me the kind of thing that they liked, and I would have a selection in front of me with the descriptions ready and waiting on her laptop. I could smell and describe them as well as reading the description. They absolutely loved this. At one point, I had someone FaceTime me at 8 PM, an 8:30 PM, and a 9 PM slot. Every single person I did this with ordered. One person ordered a warmer, 3 bars, a fan, 3 pods, a scent pack, and 2 car bars, and they've never smelt a product. Let me just repeat that. One person ordered a warmer, 3 bars, a fan, 3 pods, a scent pack, and 2 car bars, and they'd never even smelt a product. Like, how amazing is that? And that is because, again, what Laura's done here is it's so important. If you say, oh, I'll just FaceTime you this evening, but if you say to people, right, I've got a slot at 7 o'clock because I'm really busy, but she wasn't even lying. She's not making this stuff up. Give people a window of your time. Your time is precious, right? Your time is your income. Your time is your money. Your time is your business. So make people realise that actually this is a business. It's not just airy-fairy. This is a business. And let's have a sniff session. Let's book it in. Let's tie you down to a time. So in one night, she had 4 different FaceTimes in 30-minute slots. And every single one of those people ordered. Okay? And the last point is, I asked people who had borrowed my warmer or smelt the samples to write on my Facebook page how much they loved it and couldn't wait to get their order. So either on her own Facebook page or on their own Facebook page, and tagged her in, because then all their networks see it. So let's just have a look at this. This is 6 points, and none of them, apart from the last one, are on social media. They are all being accountable for your own business and going out and taking action. And do you know what is even more incredible in this? I'm going to say this and I know I've said this to you, Laura. She doesn't even realise how amazing this is, and just got on with it. And she was like, well, people just love it. Like, I just keep loving it. It's the best feeling when I get all these orders. So listen, the reason I'm sharing this is because it is literally possible for anybody. You just have to. It's not going to fall in your lap though. This is a business. You have to go out and find the business, but you're not being pushy. All you're doing is sharing our incredible product with the world. Like, it's just amazing. But it's thinking outside the box, and it's putting the time in to do it. So those are Laura's top tips. I've put them in a Word document, and I'm going to upload that into the files here. Thanks again, Laura, for sharing. That is really, really, really incredible tips. And hopefully, if some of you are new, or if some of you aren't new, I've never done a FaceTime and sniff with somebody, so I certainly will be just starting to do those. So, like I said, it doesn't matter whether you've been in for 5 minutes or 5 years. We are always all learning. Always be learning. Every day is a school day. So, thank you very... Sorry, I got hiccups then. Thank you very much for that, my lovely. Obviously, this video will now be in here. I'm going to upload it onto my YouTube as well, so it will be there as a point of reference for top tips for newbies. But yeah, thank you. Keep on smashing it, Laura, and everybody. Like, this month, guys, is just out of this world. So thank you very much. Thanks for sharing your top tips, Laura. And I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.